Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 3-0 Take, where we talk all things Major League Baseball. Here's Kyle Corwin and Nate Reyes. It all starts right now.
Oh, welcome back to the 3-0 Take, presented by Chinook Eatery. This is episode 595. I'll be your host, Kyle Corwin. I'm here with my co-host, Nate Reyes. Nate.
KCJB. How are we?
What's up?
We relaxed? We feeling good?
Feeling good.
Rejuvenated?
Sorry, pod's a little late. That was on me. I'll take the blame for that. Was out of town. But we're back.
You can't say town. I think when you leave the Continental 48.
I'm glad you clarified, because
Yeah.
it is most certainly a territory.
Yeah. Which I don't know how I feel about, by the way.
There's billboards all over Puerto Rico, like, hey, let's make this the 51st state. And I'm like, I don't know how I feel about that either. I'm not educated enough to know if that's a good or bad thing. I don't.
Me neither.
What
Me
are
neither.
the people? Why should I care? It's what the people of Puerto Rico want.
I just like a round number, like 50. Like once we crack 50, it's like, well, where do we stop?
Well, it's like MLB expansion. If we're gonna bring Puerto Rico in,
You got to add another one. You can't.
are
have
we
an odd
adding
number.
Guam? Like, how
Yeah.
is that how that's gonna work? Or Greenland?
like-
Do we bring in
it's like-
Greenland as the 52nd
Yeah.
state? I don't.
It's like turning the volume on your TV to 21. It's like, no. It's either
Can't do
20
that.
or 22. It's not 21.
Yeah, can't do that.
Oh, no,
Or an
it could
increment of 5. Increment of 5s are allowed.
55 wouldn't be bad.
Well, I was
We'd
talking about
add
the
a lot
volume,
more.
but yeah, that also applies to statehood. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Take parts of Canada. I don't know what we would do.
We basically took Canada and women's hockey today. I don't know if you saw that. Shout out to
Suck it, Canada.
Stars and Stripes women's hockey.
Freaking suck it.
I'm
dude.
glad there was a natural segue there, because I was really wanting to give them their props, but I was like, I don't know how I bring in Olympic women's hockey into the conversation. But shout out to the Stars and Bars. Men's hockey is in the semis, as is Canada, and I believe if they win their respective, because they're on opposite side of the bracket. So if they win their respective semi matchups, it's going to be another USA versus Canada
Some more brawls too. Baby.
matchup. So is that not that we got to get it? This isn't a hockey podcast, but is fighting quote unquote banned in Olympic hockey? I saw that I saw something about there being like a different stipulation with Olympic fighting in the Olympics versus just your regular NHL type thing. I don't know if there's like harsher punishments or what, but
I don't know.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
all for it.
I guess my question is fighting not banned in the NHL? They do get a penalty for it. Is that
no?
the
But that's what I'm
definition of
saying.
banned?
That's what I'm saying. I think I think there's a harsher penalty. I don't know. I'm not educated enough on the topic to even have an educated guess, but
Don't matter.
I just didn't know. But yeah, to your point, it doesn't matter. I'm hoping that we get that championship, that gold medal game, that particular matchup, and there's lots of fighting,
Yeah.
I can
and that it
I
ends
can
with
give you
Freebird.
something here. It is strictly prohibited in Olympic ice hockey under the IIHF rules. It doesn't matter what that stands for. It's hockey. Penalties including automatic game misconduct, and potential tournament suspensions. Unlike NHL, and it actually says which permits fighting, because you just get a penalty box. But in this case, you would be thrown out of the game and possibly not able to play the rest of the tournament.
Well, don't
That-
boo our national anthem. And
Well, they
You
took
got
the
it.
Four Nations, so we can only say so much. But hopefully we can bounce back in the gold medal game should both teams get there. But talking all this noise about penalties and penalty boxes and fighting and all that really makes me think of Tony Clark's situation right now. Probably in the proverbial penalty box, probably a lot of fights with his wife.
probably banned. Probably banned.
Probably banned in whatever sense he could be banned.
A lot of booing going on there too.
Lot of booing. Yep. I don't really know what to make of this situation. To be honest with you, I mean, how many times were we really going to talk about Tony Clark in his role with the MLBPA. I mean, maybe a couple. I mean, we talked about it certainly with the COVID, the shortened season, the lockout, this and that. But we're not talking about Tony Clark on a regular basis. But all in all, I wasn't wild about Tony Clark in this role anyway. I just don't feel like he was a leader of men, as it were. I don't feel like he best represented the players. And I'm really not trying to rewrite my take here. But I don't think I ever went on record being like I'm a big Tony Clark guy. But
yeah, I think the beard helped. I remember that phase where the beard came in, and I was like, oh, like maybe he's, going to be better at this job because of that. I don't really know. I haven't really paid attention until now. This is just a real tough look,
real humdinger of a situation. Tony Clark, if you haven't heard, out as executive director of the Players Association for Major League Baseball. I think initially the report came out was that he was going to resign as a result of some misallocation of funds. Is that what we originally were given?
Yeah.
Through reports, and then it later, very shortly, I feel like, was it that day that we found out? Like, even a couple hours,
morning and afternoon.
Yeah, morning, afternoon. We find out that, oh, by the way, also, dare we say sleeping, or can we say sleeping with his sister-in-law?
Just never.
Inappropriate relationship.
Inappropriate relationship, I guess, is where we'll legally and officially leave it.
Well, it's also worth noting that she was hired by the MLBPA in 23. So this is a workplace thing as well.
Yeah, the whole nepotism thing comes into play, and I have the office to thank for that, to really give me a good understanding.
It's important.
In a television series sense of what that really looks like. Shout out Michael Scott. Yeah, man, just a messy situation, and the timing of it could not be worse. I mean, maybe it could be like if this was like the week of the CBA expiring, maybe, but outside of that, the fact that we're within the confines of the year in which it's expiring, just not great. And I want to get your all's take on this, because I saw Nate, I think you even said this in the group text, where you're like something along the lines of like, well, that puts the nail in the coffin. Some people were saying that put the nail in the coffin, that we were headed for a lockout, but then I saw people say this puts a nail in the coffin that we're gonna avoid, or not the nail in the coffin, but it lessens our chance of heading for a lockout. And I'm like, I don't know how. Well, it is society today, so of course there's going to be polarizing opinions on a given topic, but I just don't know how we can be so across the spectrum here on how we think this impacts the lockout next year.
I don't really know, to be honest with you. Didn't his number 2 step in?
Yeah.
So it's like, is anything going to change? I don't know. I think it was going to happen anyway, I just more so thinking of the fact that it's like, I don't know. I guess we have enough time on the player side to like prepare for it now. Like, I don't know. I don't think it would have mattered. Probably doesn't matter who's in that spot. It is what it is. It's more so of the owners putting their foot down on stuff, but it just doesn't. I can't see how it helps. You know what I'm saying? I can't see how this helps get things resolved in a timely manner.
Well, it just makes you wonder, because that time exists that we have from now until when the CBA expires, if this Bruce Meyer is able to make some adjustments to the internal philosophy, some adjustments to the conversation to the case rather, that they are going to bring to the negotiating table. I don't know.
I don't know. JB brought up a good point when we were off air, and he was, in the group chat just kind of talking about, I don't want to speak for you. You can take over whenever, but just the fact that like there was a level of excitement of maybe like whoever could potentially take over could be a little bit more better at negotiation or better, actual compromise versus this Mexican standoff between Tony Clark and Robert Manfred. But now it just kind of seems like if it's his number 2 and Tony Clark's shadow, it's like, are we going to just get more of the same?
So not just number 2, Bruce Meyer is the guy who does most of the negotiating already. So by putting him into place, they kind of kept things going the way they were going. That doesn't mean that he may not have his own thoughts, but I was the one in the group chat who said I was hopeful that maybe they could avoid. And there's 2 things right here. There's a lockout that's happening on December 1st or whenever that CBA expires. But missing games is really the thing we care about. There will be a lockout. What we're hopeful for is we don't miss any games in 2027. And they're going to have to make a lot of ground here. They're going to have to compromise, which is what negotiation should be. But Tony Clark being out doesn't have to be the worst thing ever. I'm going to quote a Travis Sawchik tweet here. The legacy of Tony Clark leading the MLBPA. A hollowing out of baseball's middle class. Increase in average salary, but median pay stagnates. 60 to 65% of players played at or near the minimum in recent seasons. Most players never reach free agency or late arbitration. Growing wealth gap between players. Kyle Tucker will make 77 times the league minimum this season. And MLB league revenue growth trailed NFL and NBA due in part to competitive imbalance. Now, like, I'm not trying to make any like salary cap statements here. That's not what I'm trying to say here. But Tony Clark had one group in mind, the very top echelon of players in free agency who were making a lot of money. He fought tooth and nail against bringing the minor leaguers into the PA for these sorts of reasons.
I didn't know that.
And so, like, those are the types of things that made me hopeful that, hey, maybe we can get somebody who will represent all of the players, not just one subset of players. And the financial stuff probably aligns with some of that. If he was just trying to line his pockets with money that was coming in, supporting them and creating these fake, I mean, I'm calling it fake, but it doesn't have to be fake. This light youth program called Players Way. Did you see that?
Yeah, man, that pissed me off. I'm like, if adults are going to be adults and just make these decisions that ultimately will, but I mean, can we say end your career? So be it. But when you start, impacting the youth level, and I know that it sounds so like idealistic, and people probably hear that and they go, man, that's just the way the world is. It's like, can we just leave the kids out of it? Because like I actually dug around today. I dug into some of their, their social profiles and stuff, and some of them are still up. I think like the LinkedIn's up, the Facebook I think is still up, and like they've got a cover. Way? Yeah, they've got like in the cover photos, it's like kids running, timed 60-yard dashes or something. And I'm like, that's like, I feel like that's where, you draw the line, I guess, at sleeping with your sister-in-law. But I feel like from a business perspective, you draw the line at, impacting kids, or whether or not these kids even existed is another conversation. But don't use like this youth initiative to further your profits. I read today that the mailing address was like a UPS post office box in Florida. Wasn't even they didn't have a real site, didn't have a real location. So I'm like, what are we doing? But yeah, this whole
Tony sounds like a grade A scumbag, man.
I
think we'll just come out and say it.
Yeah, this whole situation reeks. And like I said, I think the timing's unfortunate. but because it's not the
Maybe
week
it is
that,
fortunate.
well, that's what I'm going to say. Because it's not the week that the CBA expires, and we do still have some time to get things, squared away. Hopefully that the players can figure this out. I'm to use your illustration, Nate, the Mexican standoff. I'm sick of both sides. Like, can we have like a little bit of unpredictability with these things where there's some compromise involved instead of it just being like, well, the response that the statement that the MLBPA tweeted out was exactly what we thought. In fact, it was worse, or vice versa. The statement that the league put out, well, where they're trying to protect the integrity of the league, and then the players come out with a statement, well, we're just looking out for the players' best interest. It's like, okay, great. You all passed your PR classes, but can we like actually make an effort, like a good faith effort, to make sure that we're not missing out on real baseball games? That would be great. Like the posturing, we don't need any more of that. We've seen it enough, even within the last decade. We don't need more of that, especially with the state of the game and the momentum that I feel like the game has built up, even in just the last few years.
Is this Bruce Wayne guy an interim, or is he like fully hired?
It's named interim, yeah.
Cool. Maybe we
And
get
it
someone.
Half of his face is like burned off, apparently.
Yeah. Well, Two-Face. Yeah. That's Harvey Dent.
That's Harvey Dent.
You're not nerdy enough to play this game, dude.
I tried, man.
You're not nerdy enough.
I tried.
The thing is, though, is that there is enough time to, like, MLB will try. I'm sorry, trying to rein it in there. MLB would try to use something like this. And I think that it'll be too long ago for this to really play. And those guys should be representing the players anyway. So the players being united is going to be the thing that matters most there. But as far as games, yeah, that's my thought. Let's not talk about the top end of players, the association leaders who are lining their pockets, the owners who are lining their pockets. Instead, let's talk about all the players, the young players included, and the fans. And let's get it right before the beginning of 2027.
I've said it before. I'm more of an Iron Man guy, so I apologize. No, that's a good point. But the league nor the Players Association will hear that argument, Josh. And I hear it. Nate hears it. We want the focus to be put on the fans, to be put on the game, to be put on the fact that games are hopefully going to continue to be played. But at the end of the day, they've proven time and time again, both sides don't care about that as much as they claim to. So I don't know, man. But let's just be glad we've got baseball this year, I guess. And if we're gonna miss games next year, just cancel the season.
Oh,
no, I'm so I could not be more serious. If we're gonna miss any games, because just from like a fan perspective, like looking back. I mean, it's kind of an extreme situation, but you look back on the shortened season, and it's like taking into account stats and the path to a championship and the narratives that surround that. Like, I don't want to deal with that in a shortened season, regardless how shortened. Like, it's just, if we're gonna play baseball, let's play baseball. If not, just punt until 2028, because I don't want to have to deal with this back and forth posturing statement, like daily statements put out on social. I don't need it.
I'm not mentally prepared for that. Let's talk something cooler.
Hey, here, I'll give you something here, Kyle. In 2020, we were shortened to 60 games. Tell Bryce Harper he can't have those 13 home runs because we'd rather just not have a shortened season.
Yeah, you tell him.
Oh, wait.
I don't
Bump
know.
set.
Was that a slight to me or to Bryce or to both?
It's a set.
Oh no, I get the segue. Trust me, I get it, and I'm about to spike it on your faces. But I'm not ready to just roll right past that.
He had 13 home runs in 2020. So I'm saying, even if you have a shortened season, some of these guys can tack on a few extra home runs on their career numbers that would help them out, even if they just play 60. That's all I was.
That's fair.
I was just making a case for games and then throwing Bryce Harper into the middle of it.
Yeah, that felt like a targeted attack, and I don't really. Know
I was
how
just
feel
trying
about
to
it.
set you up. For
No. I get you. But I still didn't like it. I don't like what's going on with Bryce right now, man. I don't particularly care for the narratives and the stories that are being written about our sweet young prince. Some of it's, I will say, his own fault. I don't know why Nate's shaking his head. It's our collectively.
No.
That Bugs Bunny Soviet meme, our.
No. We fought against royalty. I don't recognize any princes. Maybe one, but beside the point.
Formerly known as Prince.
Two princes then.
Two princes. Bryce Harper still not happy. As you would expect, fielding. That's the best part of spring training is all these guys get to the complexes and they have to answer for everything that's happened over the last 3 months. So you get all sorts of goodies with sound bites and clips and things like that.
Yeah, who's in the best shape? Who's in the worst shape?
Who's gained the quote unquote 15 pounds of muscle? Because apparently everybody gains 15 pounds of muscle over the offseason.
That freaking dude for the Rockies did for real though. Zac Gallen, did you see that kid?
No, let me see. Let me pull up the picture.
Zac Gallen looks like a action figure now. That dude went from scrawny Jazz Chisholm size to the beefhead Squidward.
Beefhead.
He's huge.
No, that's AI. That's not real.
No, it's not, dude. He's massive.
No, there are some AI ones out there. So
There's one particularly where he's doing a drill. He's doing like an outfield drill.
Not the one that says thick.
Yeah. Okay, that's what I saw. I'm like,
That's like Bagwell and
don't tell me you
McGuire's
fell
arms.
for that.
Yeah, I mean, face shape is different and everything. It is. I shouldn't say it this way, but it does remind you of the Barry Bonds transformation.
Well, we all know how that happened.
Right.
No, but speaking of Barry Bonds, one of the game's greats, Bryce Harper, in the news for.
It's forced. That was forced.
Of course, they're all forced. Well, with a couple of
C minus.
Step
it up.
I'll take it. No, all these guys have an answer for things from over the offseason, and naturally Bryce had to address the comments that Dave Dombrowski made about him and whether or not he was quote unquote elite. I'm here to break the glass for a lot of people that just don't know how to read. And that includes Bryce Harper. Because my guy ran with his narrative and was kind of peeved. Now, mind you, I'm a big Bryce guy, in case you didn't know. So it's taken a lot for me to...
It's better than a big Peter guy.
It's taken a lot for me to have to say this to my guy Bryce. But Bryce clearly took offense to the whole Dave Dombrowski elite conversation. However, what people don't understand is that Dave Dombrowski did not say that Bryce Harper was not elite. The quote was taken out of context, as are many quotes. What Dave Dombrowski said earlier this offseason is he said, regarding this past season, not Bryce Harper's career or as a player in general, he said, generally said, regarding his 2015 and 2021 MVP seasons, Dombrowski said, "Can he rise to the next level again? I really don't know that answer. He's the one that will dictate that more than anything else. I don't think he's content with the year that he had. Again, it wasn't it, meaning last year. It wasn't a bad year, But when I think of Bryce Harper, you think elite. You think one of the top 10 players in baseball, and I don't think it fit into that category, it being the 2025 season. Now, with that said, Bryce Harper's response, before we even heard his thoughts on it recently, I'm sure you've seen the picture. He was in the cage this offseason with a shirt that said, quote, not elite. Now, mind you, I think it was just this past week, he said, I don't get motivated by that kind of stuff. Well, Bryce, I would disagree, given that you went and got a shirt made that said, quote, not elite. I would go ahead and say that you kind of took offense to that. And maybe it ruffled some feathers a little bit. But then he said it was a wild take. He said it's kind of wild to me still. But again, this is all on the assumption on behalf of Bryce that Dave Dombrowski said that he wasn't an elite player. That's not what he said. And all these Phillies fans that are coming after Dave need to understand that that's not the sentiment here. That wasn't the takeaway because it wasn't what Dave was saying. And I think JB in the corner, fell a little victim to that because he was coming after my guy.
It's not.
No. You were coming after my guy, and I didn't really care for it. However, I'm trying to be a neutral player here and go after both sides equally.
Both sides being the people who took the quote out of context and Bryce Harper. Is that our two sides?
Bryce Harper also took it at a. Well, no, the two sides in this case being Bryce Harper and Dave Dombrowski, and saying to Bryce's point about things need to be kept behind closed doors. If you're Dave Dombrowski, you don't need to be you don't need to be going public with this stance about, well, yeah, like kind of degrading your guy a little bit. Like, just go to bat for your player and talk about lack of performance behind closed doors and address things behind closed doors and get your guy ready for the next year. You don't need to go public being like, well, I don't think, granted, it wasn't a terribly offensive statement. He was just being like, I don't think last year was his best year. And Bryce even said that. So I don't know. This should have been a non-story at the end of the day. I don't know why this got blown out of proportion, but people just chose not to read, I guess.
Do you think it's blown out of proportion because of the way Bryce Harper reacted to it? Because even he said on the podcast, like, this should be a non-story, but it's going to be a story. But yet he keeps talking about it. He made it a
story.
Right.
He made it a story by going to the wild, like, it's wild well, like on more than one occasion, it sounds like. It's like, it would be wild if he said what you think he said, but he didn't say that. He just said that last year did not fit into the elite category, but Bryce took that as he doesn't think I'm an elite player, which he obviously is. And people want to argue that. People want to dispute that. I don't know why. I thought we were over the whole Bryce Harper's overrated, not elite hill, but apparently not. Apparently we're going back to that well too. But alas.
Yeah, you always have that argument at the beginning of a career, and then as the career's getting closer to the end. You never have it during the peak, but you revisit it. You're always going to revisit it. That's just how the overrated conversation goes. But how do you not go talk for the last 3 months? How do you not have like a meeting and just be like, hey, there's a little misunderstanding here, or hey, I hope you don't take what I said out of context, which you clearly did. But at the same time, Dave does not hold punches.
No.
Bro said a lot of stuff about Castellanos that was like, yo, all right. Like, does not hold punches. Is there I know managers can lose a clubhouse. Can general managers lose a clubhouse? Can they? Because it kind of feels, I don't know, Philly feels off to me.
Yeah, I don't like it.
It doesn't feel like the norm.
This is, and I don't, I didn't think I'd be asking this going into the 2026 season, but do we think Bryce Harper ends his current contract as a Philadelphia Philly?
How many years has he got left?
6.
Like 150 million left. Right?
6 years left on his 13,330 deal.
I'm going to say no. It's lost. I don't know I don't know where to pin it. I don't know how to figure it out. I don't know how to express it. It just feels off. It don't feel, the vibes thing only lasts so long.
Yeah.
Now that you're not winning, this window is just as close to being closed as possible. I don't know. Just feels off.
I'm not getting the sense from Bryce. I'm not getting that whole I would die a Philadelphia Philly, bury me in a Phillies uniform. I haven't been getting that from him for the last year and a half. And I've said that. I've said
quite
that.
a bit of spark. He's lost.
There's something there, and I don't know what it is, and I'm not trying to like speculate, but it couldn't be more obvious. We're not dealing with the same guy that we were dealing with on those deep October runs. This isn't the same guy. And I don't know what it is. I'm hopeful that they're able to get this ironed out and that he's still somehow able to manifest or utilize what's transpired this offseason in a way that sort of reignites that spark a little bit. But if not, what does this year look like for Philly? I don't know. If you don't have Bryce sort of, leading the charge, I don't know. I don't know that getting Castellanos out of there is going to fix that much. I don't know if it's going to course correct that much. But if Bryce just isn't there mentally, those arms can only carry you so far, or what's left of them.
Yeah, I don't know. Kind of over it.
I mean, that contract goes through his age 38 season. He'll be 33 this year, and I don't think he's old. I don't think he's done. But I think it's a reasonable question to think he doesn't restructure and defer some money to retire a year or two before that thing's over.
If he does get stuck there, I think he's out. I think he's out.
But I don't know. Well, yeah. $150 million. I'm not picking that contract up.
We're going to have a vacancy real soon at first base.
Yeah, he needs to be a Yankee.
Revive the career right there.
Just throw Casey in a freaking blender.
I don't know what I would do. I would legitimately do not know what I would do. That's a situation that I don't even want to think about thinking about having. No thanks.
Awesome.
No, I'd hate that.
So good.
I would hate it. I'd hate it. Another former Philadelphia Philly, we already mentioned his name, Nick Castellanos, released last Thursday. Is sort of old news, but it's been a week since we recorded, so I wanted to make sure we covered this. Has since been signed by the Padres. Phillies obviously haven't released him. We'll cover all $20 million minus the league minimum, which is all the Padres will have to pay to have old Nicky C out there.
I don't think Padres fans are very happy. I saw a lot of comments that were like, this is just like the Eric Hosmer deal. Like the guy has so much swing and miss in his game and is like, I don't see the point in forcing him into the lineup. Maybe there isn't the need or desire to force him in the lineup because
you're saying Eric Hosmer fit, not the deal, because obviously the deal was
like
different.
The type player is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like it's just not the name. Castellanos has been done for me for a few years now. Like I haven't seen the point.
I saw Machado quoted as, and I know it was probably a little tongue in cheek because I think I saw that I was reading it and I think it said he like chuckled or something. So I don't know how much he actually believes what he was saying, but he said something to the effect of like, oh, we're getting a $20 million player for pennies on the dollar. He's like, I think that earns AJ Preller an extension. And I'm like, you're not getting a $20 million player, Manny, and everybody knows that.
Yeah, you're getting a player that was on a bad contract.
Gas him up, though.
I guess. I mean, you got no other choice if you're Manny. Like that's what you got to do.
No,
but,
I know. But I feel like there's a lot of other routes I could have gone with that. But
I don't think he provides much. I don't think he brings much to the table anymore.
I think it's a better fit, destination wise for his
Attitude,
personality. I was gonna say, but sure, if you want to take that route, I guess we could say, yeah. Which we didn't even talk about the whole Presidente and the dugout thing. That's crazy.
When you said he he don't know what he brings to the table, I almost said, well, sometimes he brings a beer to the dugout.
Sometimes he brings, bro. The story said that he brought it into the dugout in the middle of a game and sat next to Rob Thompson. Like, what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah,
like that's insane. If you're that desperate for a cold one, just hang out in the tunnel. Just go have it. Like if you've been benched or whatever, just go hang out in the clubhouse.
I don't think it had anything to do with the cold one. That was a spite move.
Yeah, class clowns like to get caught, man.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the way it is.
No, I'm not saying. I guess the way I'm talking about it makes it sound like he should have been better at hiding it, which clearly wasn't his goal. But just the defensiveness that a guy like Nick Castellanos is prone to have in a situation like this. It's like, what did you think was going to be the result of that decision? Like, of course you're going to get called into Dombrowski's office, where I think Rob Thompson and Castellanos had a conversation to air the grievances, is what I read. Like, of course you're going to be benched. Of course you're going to be reprimanded. Like, the whole like loosey goose, like I'm just gonna be me and to hell with anybody that disagrees with how I play the game kind of thing. That only goes so far. Like if you become just nothing more than a distraction, if you're bringing minimal to no value, it's the same thing I kind of feel with Tristan Casas. Like bro's wearing like a ski mask just spring training right now, like during workouts and stuff. And they say, Tristan, this isn't even remotely close to the weird thing that he's done. But they're like, bro, what are we doing here? What is this about? And he's like, I'm freezing. It's like 80 degrees, 85 degrees down there. It's like, this bit is only funny if you're available and you're good. And you haven't been either of those things. So,
just stay under the radar, I get that.
I don't know, man. It's slightly different with Castellanos, given that he's been around the league much longer.
Do you think he finishes the year with the Padres?
No.
Me neither.
I could see this easily being one of those like, well,
yeah,
team in contention. Well, let's see if we can go squeeze a little bit of juice out of it for a deep run. Doesn't pan out, sees minimal ABs, that kind of thing. I feel like we've seen that before. But
you think moving him or you think releasing him?
Release. He's just not. I don't think he's very good. I don't.
Oh no, I was saying like a team would try to snag him at the deadline or something.
He does show up in the playoffs.
You think somebody would make a move? I don't think he makes it to the. I think by the time the deadline comes around, he's irrelevant.
You're saying he's not even.
I wonder if he's even going to be started
by the team or the league, I guess, for that matter.
I don't think he makes it to May.
Wow.
Oh, maybe
as
a little
Padre. Like it's just
a little wager on that.
I don't see.
Somebody will pick
maybe it's a little early.
That.
I don't think he makes it to June. How about that? He just doesn't. I don't know. He doesn't bring anything. He's gonna be hitting $188, and it's like, what are we doing?
You could be right. I don't know.
Can't walk and talk like Manny Machado and not put up Manny Machado numbers. He's like a wish version of Manny Machado. It's like,
Man.
see ya, Nikki C.
Wow.
Yeah.
A guy that I think will be employed by his team come June, Zac Gallen. A guy that I'm really hopeful and optimistic will have a real bounce back campaign. Frankly I wanted the Sox to pick him up. I was like, why not? I mean, what is the absolute worst that could happen? But the D-backs bring him back for just a year. It's 1 year, 22. For those keeping track at home, $0.05 million deal.
The exact same.
As
qualifying offer.
As a qualifying offer. Yes, that is correct. So, also, by the way, not you probably could have guessed, but not the opening day starter for the D-backs. That honor was already given to Merrill Kelly, which would be cool because I think I saw that's his first opening day nod. Pretty cool.
I'd guess.
Yeah. How do we feel? Do you all share in my optimism for a bounce back for Gallen in 2026?
I do.
Yeah.
Or is Nate over it?
I think I do. No, I think I do. I feel like the potential floor of this rotation without Corbin Burnes is very, very low. I think there's some high upside, but I'd be nervous about how low the floor could be. And like I think Merrill Kelly's solid. I'd never seen him as a 1 in any rotation. Now you have like what is Erod? Is Erod gonna provide anything? You know,
whatever happened, man.
Yeah, like is Ryan Nelson gonna kind of take that step? Brandon Pfaadt, I think that's the rotation right there without Corbin Burnes. But at the same time, you get Corbin Burnes back, move everyone down, and then you're like, well, that's not a bad 1, 2, 3 if Zac Gallen becomes what Zac Gallen used to be.
I forgot they picked up Soroka too.
Yeah, Soroka too is in the mix there at least.
I mean, not that that's
at least a fight for a spot, but
yeah.
Tommy John in June though. Is Burnes coming back this year?
I don't think it's till at least after the break. I think he's
right.
Yeah, he'll be back at some point.
Yeah, but at that point,
I mean,
if this, you might be out of it with this rotation.
For an all-star break return.
See, I had this conversation the other day when I saw the fact that the deal was for the same exact dollar amount as the qualifying offer, which, by the way, maybe a little collusion there. Because the D-backs get that draft pick because technically the qualifying offer wasn't picked up, but
no. I saw that. I think it's a wash.
Yes.
I don't know if
because you brought him back.
Yeah. Because it's if he signs elsewhere. Yeah.
Right.
And he didn't
only
sign
if
elsewhere.
he rejects and signs elsewhere. Gotcha.
It's only if he signs elsewhere. Do they? Yeah.
But anyway, I was talking about it the other day when I saw that detail, and I thought that I was like, what if they're out of it at that point? And then you got to go back to like 2 or 3 weeks left in the year last year, and you had a number of teams still in that NL wildcard race that like, you know what I mean? Like you look like the Reds were like right there up until a few weeks out. And then you like roster for roster, like you could see the D-backs hanging around that long, you know? So I wouldn't say like there's no way they're out. They're still in it by the time Corbin Burnes gets back. It's just I'm nervous about how low the floor is for that rotation. And there's names that just have to be able to step up and have to survive. And not to mention the Corbin Carroll, hamate bone stuff. Yeah. It's like, is that going to be an issue all year? Because that is it's your guy. It's your face. But anyway,
I'm with you.
I like Zac Gallen. I would have liked to see him elsewhere, just because sometimes I like seeing like a fresh start, but I don't know.
This could end up just being a prove it year, and you do end up seeing him elsewhere. Because I really think I think he'll have a good year this year. I'm hopeful. Because I feel like there was a lot of Zac Gallen slander with his market, and obviously it didn't pan out for him, but it did in the form of a 1-year deal, I guess. But I'm like, what? Why weren't more teams just trying to take a flyer here? I don't know, but we shall see. Real quick, closing the book, got a few items, and we'll move quick because I don't want to spend more than a few seconds on this first item here. Jazz Chisholm said that he is the second member to be of the 50-50 club. Nate, how do we feel about this quote?
I just be a 2020 guy and hit 280, and I'm happy.
That's something he's never done.
I don't need.
Well, he was a 30-30 guy last year.
That's fine.
Not 280 though.
Yeah.
No,
but
it's
like,
280. But that's not what we're talking about here. But
yeah, I want the power to stop being the focal point. You don't need. We don't need that. That lineup doesn't need you to be that. And you can't steal 50 bags if you strike out that much and struggle to get on base that much. So
that's tough.
yeah. You were almost traded this offseason. Like, just relax with the false confidence.
I mean, I tell you what, when I think of elite players around Major League Baseball, it's one Shohei Ohtani, and right behind him, it's Jazz Chisholm.
If he goes out and does it, it'd be awesome. I'd be stoked.
Yeah,
but I think I'd have a better chance of winning the
best
lottery.
case scenario, realistically, what he put up a 31-31 season last year. What do you think he can do? Best case, realistically.
In 130 games.
Was it
That's
130
what he did,
last year?
130 games. So give me, let's say he's healthy. He gives you 150 games. I'm just going to play devil's advocate just for the fun of it, okay?
Oh boy.
He's going to be 28 this year. So I mean I think coming into your power, a guy like him, 28 to 32 should be really that pocket of understanding the zone a little bit better. Maybe your most powerful years are surrounded right around 30.
But age doesn't always correlate with power, though.
It doesn't always.
If your build is just limiting to the type of player that you are.
Right. The 50, as the steals start to dip, though, you've seen a lot of guys on the other side of 30 come into a lot of power, right? So I'm just saying, as he's become a little more of a man, gets a little more meat on his bones. He's playing in New York. We know what left center field is there, or right center field is there. I'm just trying to lay it out. Like, what is the absolute 150 games? I don't know. Could he hit? I might be topping him out at 40 still.
What do you think, Nate? Best case.
40. Yeah. Best case, 40.
40-40. You think
No,
Jazz
not
doesn't
40-40, just
No,
40
that's what I'm
Jazz.
saying. Give me the full package. What do you think? Best case he could give
Yeah,
you.
all right, 40-40. If he did 30-30 in 130 games, sure.
He stole 40 bags in 2024, so he has done the 40 before.
Yeah. 40-40 is fine. I don't know. Just be normal. Just be quiet and just be normal for a sec. just be a guy for a sec.
Be a guy. Mike Trout is apparently going to be a guy in center field again. Don't know why. Apparently the report is that he is advocating moving back to center, claiming that it was a preference thing regarding the toll that the corner versus center took on his body. And he was saying he felt like he ran around a lot more in right.
That right field corner, I remember when we talked about him making that switch, and I was like, that's not the right ballpark to do that.
Yeah.
That right field corner is weird, man. It's like Boston. It's like it's a very deep cutout and
Clunky.
Yeah, and a lot of weird angles. The ball can kind of ricochet in different ways. It's not a predictable right field. It's on a smaller right field. He probably had to cover just as much ground. So it's whatever. Might as well.
Well, obviously, having more games as a DH, I don't know why we're not just making that the full-time role and stop altogether dabbling in the center field arena or outfield arena, I should say. Like it just be done. Be done with the defensive side of things, because you're not going to be a Gold Glove caliber. You're going to give what? I mean, what are the numbers looking like, Josh? I mean, are we talking league average defense at this point in his career?
I mean, last year in right field, it was not good, but yeah, I mean, it's not far off. He's not far from -3 defensive runs saved. You can look at whatever. I don't have outs above average right now in front of me, but like there's been some negatives and some positives for him all through his career. I think there's just a baseline of league average for him.
Just another scenario that we think he's making it at the end of this contract, not just as an Anaheim Angel, or Los Angeles Angel of Anaheim, California, LA. Do we think he's got 5 years left?
Yeah.
There's no way Mike Trout's making it 5 years. And I love Mike Trout. I really do.
$185 million left on that deal.
Come on. If he wanted to make it to the end of that, he has to know that the best chance of doing that is just becoming a DH. Like, enough with the trying to make it work in the outfield. Your body just has not agreed with that decision on the back half of your career. So why fight it?
I don't know.
Maybe
You could
slim down a
argue
little
that,
bit.
maybe that's kind of what I was thinking. Slim down a little bit, like lose a little bit of the muscle mass. Not that it helped, but you remember like a couple years ago when Stanton had similar stuff with like the lower half, and he's like, I just got to lose some weight. This is a heavy body to run around with. He's still, he may have gotten slower since then, but
He's chunky.
he's just thick, dude. I don't know.
A husky boy.
I want Trout to finish out his career, and I want him to, like, I think we can all understand that he's likely going to crawl to the finish line, but like, yeah, there's still the romance in it. You can still take this. The Angels aren't going to be in a position to do anything for the end of this contract anyway. I don't see them doing anything anytime soon. So there's ways to go about this that can be just done in a custom way. Just customize it how he needs it. Do what he needs to do. Let him DH. Let him play center. I don't know. Like, who's to say that that's the more risky way? You know what I mean? Because if you're sitting there on a bench for 45 minutes at a time before your next, fast twitch muscles are needing to go, it's like maybe you're pulling them a little bit easier that way. So maybe being in the outfield and staying loose and staying warm is helpful. I don't know. Whatever, man. I just want him to be good. I want us to just enjoy and just watch.
I wanted him to fill Corbin Carroll's slot on the WBC Team USA roster, but that was instead filled by Roman Anthony. Question for you guys. Bias aside here, genuine question. Is Team USA better with this quote-unquote substitute?
I gotta be honest. I don't fully know Roman Anthony's game. I don't I'm not overly familiar with it.
Truly not trying to take anything away from Corbin Carroll, and especially with the year, because he had a great year last year. But dude, Josh, I don't know why you're laughing. The Pirates could only dream of having somebody half the player Roman Anthony's having. No
That's
disrespect.
not at all where I was going with this. I was just going to say that
but
Roman Anthony is an upgrade over Corbin Carroll with a hamate injury. That's all I was thinking.
No, obviously you take the injury out of it. I'm saying in a healthy versus healthy situation, Corbin Carroll, Josh thinks he's cute. I'm saying in a healthy versus healthy situation, and in defense of Corbin Carroll, you would need to see it play out from Roman Anthony over the course of a full season, maybe 2, to really be able to fully answer this question. But I'm telling you, man, keep an eye out for Roman Anthony. I think a lot of people are sleeping on what kind of year this guy is going to be bringing to the table in 2026, which is ultimately why I'm asking. Because what we did see from Roman Anthony in his rookie campaign was fantastic.
Solid, yeah.
And it's only going to get better. That's a case. You talk about age, you talk about coming into power, that kind of thing. That's a guy that I think is going to fill that role or fit that description very well. So I'm very excited to see what this 2026 looks like. But all in all, I guess that means the roster's set. Correct?
Guess so. Are you getting that jersey?
No.
Not that much of a believer yet?
No, it's not that. I thought we've talked about this. The whole like age of guys getting jerseys kind of thing. Bobby Witt's, I think, at this stage in the game, the only guy younger that I would go for. I mean, I have his jersey already, and Roman Anthony is like
soon you're not going to have a choice.
No,
you're just done going to be buying jerseys?
Well, it would just be legends at that point. It's kind of what I'm already doing.
Retired legends.
Yeah, retired guys like that. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of what it is.
Yeah, it's fair. Sad.
That's how much I love my guy Bobby Witt, though, man. I would break the rule for Bobby Witt. Big Bobby Witt guy. But to answer your question, no, not getting that jersey. He's down the list of guys even on this team. Even if I didn't have that rule, that I would get. I mean, you got Bryce, Bobby. I would I put Skeens above Roman Anthony? A Skeens USA jersey would.
You getting one of those, JB?
No.
No?
Can't buy jerseys. I've bought a few jerseys in my life. All those guys end up with season-ending injuries. I'm done.
Oh, jeez.
Done.
Do you think
taking one for the team by not getting one?
Yeah, can't buy jerseys. I'll buy jerseys of retired players if I'm buying a jersey. But I've just become not a jersey guy for that reason.
The retired guy that he buys a jersey, I was walking down the street and trips into traffic or something.
Yeah, but it doesn't hurt anything.
I'd say that would probably hurt the guy pretty significantly.
I need examples though. Who are the jerseys that you've purchased?
We'll talk after.
You can say it.
For that. No, we have a reason for that. Anyway, just to put it out there, like I'm a Roman Anthony guy, so I don't want that comment that I was joking about to be that I'm down on Roman Anthony.
Well,
I'm
insulted that you thought I meant in the situation as it is. With
I was laughing because that's what ran through my
injury.
head.
It's like, no, obviously, I'm saying just if Corbin Carroll were healthy, would you prefer having Roman Anthony on the team?
I don't know if I've seen enough of him yet.
I have, which is why I'm asking. And I'm not.
Well, you've got blinders on. That's fair.
Yeah.
It's not
70 games.
It's
like,
not.
We don't know what the norm is.
All right.
But it's there, man. He's a stud.
I'm not saying he won't be, but like
right. Wash, but the team's a lot better than if they would have had to put PCA in.
I would take Roman Anthony over PCA.
You see what I'm saying? Like PCA was going to have to slot into that. I would like, yeah.
I would easily kick out PCA.
You're not a big PCA guy, so that's understandable. But objective, I think that's a
it's a similar
more than reasonable take.
It's like a similar Jazz. It's like you're not taking the right approach to your skill set. Like, play to your skill set differently, and
Play within your game.
yeah,
They teach us that in Little League.
I don't know. I don't know. I want the game to change that way, and I hope players kind of just play that way. Corbin Carroll is the perfect example where like he's not trying to hit 30. He'll run into 30.
Which I don't understand. I genuinely have
Me
not
neither.
been able to understand that. But he is a gap-to-gap guy.
Yeah. It's just, let's run.
Crazy. Going back to our jersey talk, last item here on closing the book. The Tigers released a couple new alternates today. A home orange alternate with the English D in blue. And a navy alternate for the road, which will pair obviously with the gray pants, with orange Detroit script across the front. Both, it appears, will be paired with navy hats with the orange D and an orange brim. And I got to say, I'm a big fan.
I love them.
These are so
Well,
these are so clean. And it
At
sucks.
first, I thought they were black, which pissed
yeah,
me
I saw
off.
a lot of people saying that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
what? Why would
didn't
they
make
go
sense to me.
Black.
Yeah. The fact that they're navy, I was like, all right, it's perfect.
It sucks though, because you have to now compete. You have to put these into the run-ins, to try to get these jerseys some airtime. Going up against what I think is one of the cleanest uniforms in baseball is the all white home Old English D uni.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, I feel like those have to be worn every game. But if you're gonna put those on the back burner for a handful of games, these are good options. I'm a big fan of these alternates that they threw out there today.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Any
Actually,
chance to introduce the Tiger itself more, I'm all for.
yeah, which was another element to this. I'm glad you mentioned that. The sleeve or the patch on the sleeve, I should say, incorporated that. The best, in my opinion, the best Tigers logo was the tiger coming through the D. You know which one I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that this is maybe a step in that direction of like, all right, we're incorporating some of our throwback looks or whatever. I'm hoping that logo makes return, because that's top.
It makes me
That's top
think
tier.
of For Love of the Game, doesn't it?
Yeah,
When you look
yeah.
at the gray ones especially, you're like, yeah, that makes me think of that movie.
Yeah, I agree.
Underrated movie.
Yeah, very much so. Doesn't get the love it deserves.
Very real baseball reenactment in that movie. It's normally my big bugaboo.
Kevin
Baseball
Costner
movies.
just loves a good baseball movie too, man.
Shout out John C. Reilly behind the dish.
shout
dude, it's
shout
so
him out.
Yeah.
We don't suck right now.
Sadly, I haven't seen the movie enough to be able to quote it. In fact, I think I've seen it maybe twice.
Oh, that's a good one.
But still,
Go back.
Still a good movie.
Go back.
You know what?
The
I think I
wife
will.
would like it too. It's a love story, basically. So,
I think we watched it. Together the first time because I got it on. I got it on DVD at one of these like cheap bookstores. It's like 25 cents. I was like, yeah, haven't seen it. I'll.
You got to see if it's got one of those download codes in it.
Yeah. Last real item here for closing the book. Pat Murphy. Within the hour, the news just broke that Pat Murphy has signed a 3-year contract extension that includes a club option for 2029.
love it. Go Brew Crew.
Back-to-back NL Manager of the Year, Pat Murphy. Good for Pat. Good for Brew Crew.
You would have thought that
It's
the
a
Cubs
no-brainer.
hired the greatest manager in the game, and then he's not even the best in his division. Hired him away from Milwaukee. Like, this is the ultimate.
Yeah, Pat Murphy just falls
The
into their lap.
ultimate
essentially.
redemption, dude.
Holy smokes. What a turn of events for the Brewers. But good for them. No-brainer decision. Okay. Nate, you know what time it is?
Sing it, baby. Voice of an angel.
Question of the week.
Ray's question of the week is, who is your favorite non-baseball athlete and why?
Are we going all time or like current?
I'll go all time. I feel like we can open up the floor here.
All right, come back to me.
I got a couple.
I have my current, but I didn't have my all time.
No, I'm just saying, like, you could go all time if you wanted to, but any answer will suffice. I got a couple here. It's hard. It was hard for me to pick one. I think if I had to pick one, I'm going Peyton Manning. Just love Peyton Manning. Love what he brings to the table, both on the field, in commercials.
Yeah.
I mean, he's got it all. Got it all.
It's a good pick. I figured you'd go that route.
Love me some Peyton Manning. And I admit, in my older years, I chose not to buy into the Peyton versus Tom Brady rivalry. Like I equally like at this stage in my life, maybe not when I was younger, but I equally appreciate Tom Brady and what he's done. I'll recommend any chance I get to watch the Brady. Is it the Brady 5? You know that ESPN doc that they did on him? You know what I'm talking about? This was back in.
I watched the Man in the Arena one.
Yeah, that one was good. Or no, sorry. I think was it Brady 6? Yeah, Brady 6. Or no, I don't think it was ESPN. I think it was actually NFL Films. Brady 6, if you got a brick wall around you to run through, and you're looking for something to sort of get the ball rolling there, watch the Brady 6. Fantastic doc. But yeah. And I also threw Conor McGregor into the mix, but this was pre him becoming just an idiot on certain things.
Yeah, that guy sucks.
Yeah. I mean, back when we were in college and he was just like this cocky, this cocky guy that could like actually back up what he was saying kind of thing. I'm like, and his story too, coming from just absolute nothing over there in Ireland. I was like, all right, I respect the showmanship. And, he does a lot for first responders, which obviously near and dear to my heart. So I'm like, that's just another element. And just, you take away the showmanship. He's actually, if you listen, I've watched a lot of interviews of his. Very humble guy. Like, I know it sounds impossible, but truly, you take away the chains and the jackets and all that. Very humble guy. But then he just went off the rails. And I was like, I don't know that I can. Yeah. Really get behind this. So
yeah. Drug use is pretty crazy. The eras, I think, is what you're kind of taking it like per era, because I feel like mine changes throughout my life. Like when I was a kid, probably Sean Taylor, safety for the Redskins, was like one of the coldest human beings on a football field. Like that
Pro Bowl hit, man.
Just the fact, I think the punter like got up and wanted to have some smoke and then realized who hit him and was like just walked to the bench.
That clip is seared into my brain.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I mean, football wise, like I could go through stages, and like when I was in high school, going into college, like Tim Tebow. I love Tim Tebow. I would say right now, kind of throw a little curveball, probably Scotty Scheffler. Probably my favorite athlete. Just super humble and like he's just like relatable. You know what I mean? He's just like a normal dude, just out there preaching the gospel and good family guy. Like I like him. I would say Scotty Scheffler right now.
I think if I made a list of my 50 favorite athletes, I wouldn't get out of baseball yet. So this was really difficult for me.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe, and it's a lot of different people. I'm a big Matt Stafford guy, as you found out recently in the group chat.
Did you know that he actually went to the same high school as Clayton Kershaw?
I knew that was
crazy.
I knew that was coming.
I just
Barry Sanders.
Good one.
I was a big Barry Sanders guy. Icky Woods back in the day. Those running backs were kind of where it was at for me.
The Icky Shuffle?
The Icky Shuffle.
You are dating yourself.
Yeah, I was literally just about to say you're dating yourself a little bit, Josh. Just walking a tightrope.
That's a game, right? Walking a tightrope. Yeah. I would put the chase a couple of years ago. I would put Caitlin Clark up there.
Oh,
Let's get
all
some
right.
love for Caitlin Clark in there. You know what I'm saying?
Respect.
That was a good time.
Respect.
Haven't watched, WNBA stuff, but that college run was so much fun.
Yeah.
You want to talk about the female side of things? We're in the Olympics right now. Obviously, this was summer, but was it 08? Bro, the 08 Olympics. That female gymnastics team, Shawn Johnson, Nastia Lukin, and there was one more.
I had a big crush on that Nastia chick.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
No disrespect. Who was the third one? It was Shawn Johnson,
It was
Nastia.
like Allie something, wasn't it?
Who was the? I think it was.
Chelsea,
No,
Samantha, Alicia, Bridget Sloan,
Alicia. That's
Could be.
Alicia
Alicia.
Sacramone.
Yes. Yes, I think that's who it was. That trio, they were nasty. And that was also the same Olympics that Phelps went ham on too. So that was a great Olympics.
I was watching something during lunch the other day. Was that when the Apollo Ono dude for like the speed skater was rolling too? Is that the same year?
Maybe the two things that I think of when I think of 08 Olympics were that gymnastics trio and then the French swim team throwing shade. What was the quote? They said he said something about like they'll smoke, or they said swimmer Bernard says France will quote smash US. And that's where USA had that dramatic comeback at the end, and Phelps is like splashing the water, and he's like,
Yeah,
it was crazy.
he lives here. I really hope I run into him at some point.
Does he really? He's out there?
Yeah, he's in Scottsdale. Golfs a lot too. I don't think I can afford to play on the courses he plays on, but
Probably.
you run into him.
Another situation where if you got a brick wall around you and you're looking to get the ball rolling, watch that relay, that 08 Phelps led relay.
Yeah, that's fair.
Tell you what, I get the juices flowing. All right.
We got any basketball guys?
I threw out Caitlin Clark.
Basketball guys?
Basketball guys. That's basketball girl.
Yeah,
I've got a lot of. It's kind of a cop out, but I got a lot of appreciation for MJ. I don't know if you've seen the movie Air. That's a fantastic movie.
Mm-hmm.
My Meredith's sister actually worked on that.
That's cool.
Worked on set, which so sort of a near and dear to my heart, but a great movie. But yeah, man, I just love any of those guys, Brady, Jordan, Tiger Woods, the guys that will literally do whatever it does, almost in many of those guys' cases, to a fault. It's like, I don't know if I would want to aspire to be to that, to be at that level, but I appreciate the story,
Yeah.
but
I think Allen Iverson, probably my favorite
Great
basketball
one.
player growing up.
great pick.
Yeah. Good question. Good question, Murray.
yeah.
Good question, Ray. Speaking of questions, let's close out with some trivia. Josh.
Yeah, we talked Bryce Harper. Let's find out how elite. No, I'm just kidding. No, obviously Bryce Harper is one of the best
talked
hitters
Bryce
in the
Harper.
last-
You slandered Bryce Harper.
I
but,
did not. I remember asking you
up for debate.
questions
It's up for debate.
mostly.
When does he stop being a young prince, by the way?
Oh,
Never.
that's
No, it's a sweet young prince.
when he actually
he's a
becomes the
Yankee.
king.
When he's a
One of my
Yankee?
favorite clips from that All-Star trip that you and I took is when we were in the MLB shop and that bat was signed by him and it was like 10 grand or
It was
whatever.
the jersey, yeah.
Oh, was it the
Yeah.
jersey? And you pan
Yeah.
over to me and I'm just like, still not enough. I still believe it. Still believe it. Anyway,
Yeah, let's go OPS plus from the year 2018 through now. Maybe a
OPS
little
or
bit
OPS
of
plus?
OPS plus. We're going to go OPS plus. And what this does is it protects, 2018, we're not talking eras really. We're mostly the same, but either way, can you give me the top 10 guys, knowing that Harper either is or is not in this? I would start with him. Is he in or is he out?
He's in.
He is in.
Come on, Josh.
He's
What
number
place is he
7.
in? Okay.
He's number 7 on the list. So can we name the rest of the top 10 list? OPS plus
Since
2018.
Let's go Judge.
Number 1.
Let's go.
Throw Devers in there.
No.
No?
No.
That's surprising.
28.
He wasn't even, I don't even think he was a full-time starter in 18, the World Series year.
That's a good point.
He was 21 years old too, so maybe. Yeah. But the thing about OPS plus is it really just matters like when you've played, right?
Yeah.
No, I know, but I'm saying I don't really think Devers blossomed into the player that we know him to be now until a little bit later. Like, yeah, he was on that team, but he.
I will give you a hint here. All of the top 10, other than one guy, can go all the way back to 2018. Okay. There is one guy that started in 2019.
Shohei's on the list.
Shohei is number 5.
Manny Machado.
Manny is not in the top 10.
All right, I'm done.
How about a Freddie Freeman?
Number 6. Where's Manny?
Still perfect.
31. Manny is 31. Still a 129 OPS plus. Like, we're still talking about dudes. We've got Judge number 1. We've got Ohtani and Freeman 5 and 6. Harper 7.
Wish I had my whiteboard.
Yeah, I thought maybe if I kept reminding you.
So we don't have 2 through 5 right now?
You don't have 2, 3, 4, and you need 8, 9, 10.
Who's 5? Who's the
5 is Shohei.
middle of the pack here? Shohei.
5, 6, 7 is Shohei, Freddie, Bryce.
All right. 2 through 4. OPS plus.
Judge, the only one daughter in this list.
Acuna on this list?
Mm-hmm.
Acuna is number 9, 141.
Ooh, sneak.
908
Sneak.
OPS.
Let's go.
Wait, I thought we were doing OPS plus.
Yeah, 141 OPS plus. Then I just called out that he had a 908 OPS.
Let's go. Let's go Mike Trout.
Number 2, 165.
Let's go.
Still need 3, 4, 8, and 10.
And this is active.
Yes.
Can you tell us what
I did not tick that box, but they all are active all the way through 2025.
Can you tell us what place the 2019 guy is?
Number 3.
Is I don't know if I want to bet my perfect streak on this guy.
Juan Soto.
Juan Soto, number 4 with a 160, same as Shohei.
Let's go. Can we go Pete Alonso?
Pete Alonso, not top 10. He's number 15.
Let's go.
J-Ram?
J-Ram, number 12.
That's a good guess.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I lost my streak, so let's go. Is Tatis on this list?
Tatis is number 13. You're hammering that group right
aggressive.
after that. Yeah. There's a couple more in that group. One more that I think you'll probably guess, and one
What's the
more that
highest-
was a little bit surprising.
What's the highest slot we're missing right now?
Right now, you're missing number 3, which is the 2019 guy.
Oh, right.
Number 3, and then you're missing 8 and 10.
I mean, going back that far, is Stanton on that list?
Stanton is not on that list.
When was his
Stanton
MVP?
is well, but he had some struggle years in there that are going to bring that down, right?
was that
Because it's
17?
2018 clear through. He's number 48 on this list.
Wow.
Still a
Yikes.
124. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're still talking good hitters here.
Well, I think it was 2017, wasn't it?
Oh, actually, it might have been that long
Yeah,
ago.
2017
Yeah.
NL. 59 homers. That pissed me off,
Yeah.
man. 59. Come on. All right, 3, 8, and 9.
3, 8, and 9 still left.
We're missing somebody super obvious. That 19 name.
Yeah. The number 8 might be the most obvious.
Mookie?
Mookie, number 8. That is a 143, same as Bryce Harper. Same number of home runs as Bryce Harper.
So we need 3 and 9?
You need number 3 and number 10. 9 was Acuna. Number 10 has a 140 OPS plus.
He definitely said 3, 8, and 9.
Did I? Okay, that's my
I think
bad.
so. No, you're good.
8
you're
and
good.
10, yep.
3, 8, and 10. Who is this 3 guy?
Yeah, since we've gone this far, I will say absolutely ruined my fantasy team last year. I was one pick away from Skeens, left to pick this guy, and he really let me down. I think I traded him to Nate.
Which
I don't want
means
to be called out.
Which means he probably sent you like a $2 and change
Yeah.
Dunkin' gift card or something in return.
Yeah, but I
black
think
out
the
when it
guy that he
comes
sent
to-
me ended up having more points than this guy because he really just kind of let everybody down last year.
Who the heck?
Who was a dud on my fantasy team?
Trying to go around the league here.
This guy had a 0.7 WAR last year and only had 48 games and 199 plate appearances, which tells you, I mean, he had a 121 OPS plus along the way, but his other numbers are 170, 170, 188.
Can I ask this question? Are any of the 3 names left a
Only
middle?
2 left.
2? I thought it was.
You got 8. Mookie was 8. So now you just
Mookie.
have 3 and 10.
Oh, right. 3 and
Yep.
10. Are either of the 2 a middle infielder?
No.
Okay.
And they both played together for a minute.
3 and 10. We're going to get this.
You are. This show doesn't end until you do.
Show must go on.
Hope folks got a long commute.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
this
bet-
is a,
I
this
bet
is
you
a
when
guy
people
who's
see the-
regarded. The number 3 guy is a guy who's regarded as one of the game's best hitters right now.
No. Don't give us too many hints. Don't.
And
lead
had
us
a
to the
down year
water.
last year
Don't lead
because
us
of
to the
injury.
water. Don't lead us to the water.
Someone's glaring in our face right now that we're not
I think
seeing.
people see the recording time of these episodes and go, "Well, it's an hour and a half, so they probably spent 50 of it on trivia."
Yeah.
I think a lot of times when a guy has a down year like that when he's injured and doesn't play a lot, the recency maybe gets him out of your head a little.
Oh my gosh!
The number 10 guy, man, we've talked about him a lot. So I want to start bringing up some of the other players in the
Is
in the
the
dead
number
air.
10? Is the number? No. Is the number 10 a former Brave?
No.
Okay. I'm just trying to go around the league.
Just to throw
here.
a couple of things out here in the top 20, number 20 is Bobby Witt Jr., Alex Bregman right above him, Matt Olson,
Yordan Alvarez.
number 3, Yordan Alvarez. Ruined our fantasy league last year.
Yep.
That was a big fail.
Number 10.
That was frustrating.
Yeah. So
remember
now
that
there were some hints that I gave you about Alvarez, along with this guy that's number 10, that might help you get to your number 10. Now, I'm surprised there was,
Sounds
and
like
you won't
it's
guess
really
this
set
now,
up for
but
Kyle Tucker.
Kyle Tucker, number 10. Hey, I would like to say, like, you guys didn't say Vlad. I thought I'd hear Vlad. He's number 14 on the list. And number 11, a guy that I think we forget about, Corey Seager.
That's why when I said, is this a middle infielder? That was going to be my guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I almost threw that out there when you said that, but I didn't feel like going that way. But yeah, I mean,
That guy mashes. Number 11 on the list.
4 of the top 10 since 2018. 4 of them on the Dodgers.
Oh, boy. Well,
I didn't say anything. Just pointing that out.
hey, you ran a good show. You ran a good show there, Josh. That was good.
Good, clean show.
Good, clean show. Good family fun. Reminder.
Except for Tony Clark.
Yeah. Except for Tony.
Yikes.
Oh.
Reminder. New merch on the shop. Go to THREEOHTAKE.com/shop or just Google it or just find the link in the bio. You can find our shop. There is new merch on there. Check out our Patreon, also in the link in bio on our socials. You can find it there. Dropping change ups already, dropped merch code. We'll be coming up with some more things to add to that as the days and weeks go on. As we get closer to the season, we'll be coming up with new ideas to drop on there. And speaking about getting closer to the season, wanted to put a reminder out there for you folks. If you're, which you're probably not, but we are. I am, at least. I won't even speak for you guys. I'm keeping track of where we are with episodes right now, and I've mapped it out that we will be at episode 600 for our hot takes and predictions episode.
Oh,
so
It's fate. It's fate.
put that on your radar. Every now and then we get
That's gonna be a
blessed.
5-hour episode.
We get blessed with a perfect crossroad episode like that.
Yeah.
It's rare, but every now and then.
Yeah. Kind of like the whole February perfect 4 perfect weeks thing. Like once in every 800 years.
What are you
Can
talking
you see
about?
that?
What
Look
is
at
that?
the calendar. Pull up the calendar right now. It's a perfect.
Oh, like
Month.
it doesn't. That's
like April
crazy.
1st is a Sunday.
Yeah, it's nice.
No, March
It looks
1st.
good.
Or, yeah.
March 1st would be yeah. Oh yeah, that's a thing of beauty. I hate that I now have less than half the month to be able to
No,
enjoy
I was
that.
talking about February, not March.
No, February.
Isn't that what I
February.
said?
Yeah, clear to
you said March.
Saturday. Yeah,
February, sorry. Now I only have
But that was like once in every 800 years.
a week and some
Really?
change to enjoy that.
Yeah. So like once in every 600 episodes, it'll be a milestone.
a hot
number
take
for
episode.
Hot takes, yeah.
yeah. Wow.
So we'll kick off the year. So keep that on your radar. And be ready. If you're listening or watching, be formulating your hot takes because I will be soliciting takes for that because I love putting people on blast.
First one with JB too. I'm real curious.
Oh yeah,
on-
that'll be fun.
Yeah.
I got to get started now.
Ugh, it takes some time. It does.
So we do this on our side too, but they're all specific to the Pirates. So I think I'll can all Pirates hot takes for this. It's like double the work I'm going to have to do here, but I love it.
That's right. Buckle up, Bucko.
Yeah, so that'll be fun. Yeah, that'll be a minimum 4 hours. So that'll be
Should
that'll be
live
real good.
stream.
I think we will. I think that's an idea I'm kicking around. I think we will. Let's just do an all day episode. Just
Yeah.
come pop in the chat for a few minutes,
Yeah.
catch some takes, and be on your merry way. But yeah, keep that on your radar. Be formulating some takes.
We'll do hot takes for every team.
Yeah, an hour give or take for every team.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be easy.
Except the Twins. I'm not doing anything for them.
That was unnecessary.
You said 6 hour. We'll do it. We'll do an hour per division.
There's teams I'm not talking about. I refuse.
That way he doesn't have to talk about.
Here's a hot take: Royce Lewis won't be a Twin for long. How about that?
Here's a hot
That's
take.
as hot as it's going to get in Minnesota.
Royce Lewis will at some point hit the shelf. No disrespect. I would never wish that on anybody.
That's hot. That's hot for sure.
I would never wish that upon anybody, but it's just a sad reality. Look,
If you're
we'll
a
just say
Twins fan, let us know.
we'll say it's a hangnail. I'll say he'll end up on the shelf with a hangnail. Okay, is that fair? That's not mean spirited.
It's not nice spirited.
Anywho's, that's all I got. Real quick, easy breezy episode tonight, boys. Well done.
Real simple.
In
I
and
bought
out.
shoes off of Amazon for the first time, and they are
That's a
fantastic.
risk.
They're Jordans. I got Jordans off of Amazon.
I don't know that you're wearing Jordans right now, my friend. I believe that that's what the logo says, but
What'd you step in?
whether or not, what are you doing there, guy?
They're so clean.
Yeah, those are
They're
sharp.
so clean.
I was trying to see if you'd actually try to pull your foot up there and look at the.
No, he's messing with you. There's nothing on it.
Once upon a time, hips can't do that no more.
I got some water shoes on Amazon thinking like, oh, these things are going to suck. Great investment.
That's what I'm saying.
You can wear them on the fly. Like it's a hybrid. Like you can wear them in the water, but I also wore them as like walking shoes this past week because they're easy to pack. They serve multiple purposes.
Amphibious.
I got oh yeah, man. I was like a lizard out there. I got the plug. If you need the link, probably a lot of.
It's a little place called Amazon.
I tried to get some like slippers.
No, because
and they
if
were
you
terrible.
type in water shoes on Amazon, you're going to get 1 million results. And granted, this company is like, I'm not even going to try to pronounce it. It's not even a real word. It's like some combination of letters that sound like a Japanese company that's definitely not real. But I can forward you the link if you need them.
Can't say I'm in the market.
For water shoes.
For
yeah, not
water
too much.
shoes.
Not too
Try to
much
stay out of the water
there.
myself.
Yeah. JB's too pasty for that.
Yeah.
He's
I got like 10 minutes on the beach. 10 minutes of like, all right, guys, I'm going to go play some video games. Let me know when the sun goes down.
I was pasty. I got a nice little glow about me now. It won't last for long though, because snow piles are still out here. So that was fun to come back to.
When I go outside for color, that color is pink. That's all I get.
It's tough. Not in a great place for extended sun.
yeah. Ohio.
How bad your
right.
summers get? You get the 100 up there in Ohio in the summers?
Occasionally.
Really?
It's like 100
We
in
get it
Arizona
all.
right now.
That's
where
the thing.
Nate's at.
We get it all. We got negative 15 a couple weeks ago, and we'll get maybe 100. Always humid, though. So, at least there's that.
It's so tough, dude.
Yeah, you don't
So
know about the
tough.
humidity life out here, Nate.
I'm just not built for that. Not.
You were dying
Atlanta
in
was
Atlanta, dude.
disgusting.
I mean, yeah, granted that was brutal
That
for
was
anybody, but
disgusting.
you were.
That was disgusting. Like that. I've never been to a place that had no breeze for 3 days. Not one breeze. Nothing. Just stagnant air.
Yeah, that was tough, man. That was
Talk
everything.
about sweaty gooch. you know?
Everything you think about in Georgia in July, it lived up to it. That was insane. Anyway, let's get out of here.
JB, you got to sign off yet?
Hey, I don't, but WBC's coming.
You better have it.
I'm going to give you a blood sport quote. Okay, USA.
Well done. I'm gonna
that.
need your official sign off by episode 600.
It's due.
Oh.
It's due by then.
That's
All right.
your due date. That's your homework.
Yeah.
All right. Hey, put it in the chat. Help me out.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, send in.
Let's
some,
outsource that.
some
We'll take
submissions.
some submissions
No, that's
for me.
no.
No,
We'll
that's a
get
cop
some.
out. That's a cop
We'll get
out.
some help,
dang it.
but you're not going to just take one of them and run with it. Maybe
Right.
you can workshop something
Yeah,
based
okay.
on what somebody
Okay.
says.
Okay.
Don't take TLC. That's me. Don't go chasing curveballs.
We love you all, and as always, looking forward to talking more baseball with you guys soon. Until next time, stay filthy.